Beautiful.
Today's goal is to hopefully get this passenger fender right here lined back up with the bumper, the last thing before we sell the car. But you can see at some point it got hit right here. Thankfully there's no like paint damage, it's just dented in and it pushed the whole fender in. This is actually right here, that's actually touching the bottom of the headlight right here. So what I'll probably do, pull the headlight out, maybe pull the bumper off just a little bit, and then use, I have like a mallet, a heat gun, and a few other things, trying to tap this and bend it back out to just matching up so it looks better. Obviously we don't want to dent this or damage it anymore, so hopefully we can refrain from doing that. I'm not like an expert bodywork guy, but you're gonna heat it up as best we can and try and lightly just tap it back out, and we'll see how it works. The goal is to have it look like this one by the end, even though this fender isn't from this car. Actually, this fender is part of the car. This is a cosmic green. The bumper's not from the car, but still, this lines up way better. You can see straight down right here, and all this is like nice, like a nice little gap, nothing's touching. And then over here you can see how this one's actually slanted that way, where the whole fender's been rolled under, and then obviously there's a giant gap right here, and then it's touching the bottom. So we're gonna try and fix that. It's still weird looking at this fender because like this section's clearly dented in like that, but like the car got hit here and it got hit here, but there's no damage in this section at all. So I'm trying to figure out how in the world this section got pushed so far back, because there would be damage if it got hit like that. And then this got like barely tapped, but not enough to do that, and obviously that wouldn't do this. So I don't know, this car's just weird. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the bumper on this side just partially off, enough to get to the bottom two screws in the headlight, and pull that out. That way when I'm hitting on this, I can see where my end goal is. Alright, so this one we have enough screws undone that I can get this bumper pulled back a little bit, just enough to get to that one and that one, pull this out, and we can begin our body work. Headlight is now out, and if we look inside here, this fender, you can see in there, was actually red. So the mystery of this car continues. Had to move the operation back a little bit into the garage because it's about to try and pour on me. Why? Look at it. This is like a whole thing of like Florida. Blue sky on one side, death on the other side. I could swear I'm still in Florida, because like that looks like Florida to me. And then, oh, look at that blue sky over there. Love it. We've got about an inch or so, I would say, to try and move this bottom corner out. I'm gonna get my heat gun, heat up this whole section here. We've got our transformer, our heat gun's ready to go. Hopefully we make some progress here. Got the fender nice and toasty. I think my first plan of attack, I'm gonna use my my mount here. I think I'm gonna try and just come in and hit this bottom corner here, since it's a pretty rigid area. Just hit that so I can't just knock the entire thing and move it that way. I heat up all of this, so hopefully it should be flexible enough to go and just bend a little bit. Also heat it up so the paint doesn't crack. Fingers crossed. So we're gonna hit it right here and see if we can't move it out and close this gap up. See how she does. Wow. Hey, look at that. Look at that. First couple hits, you can already see the gap closed up a whole bunch. So I think I want to heat it up again, hit it some more times, we should be there. This might actually be a lot easier than I thought. All right, fender is nice and toasty again. Let's see if we can get this last little, I mean, it's like maybe 10 millimeters at this point, not very far. So pull us back a little bit. Oh, we're so close. Probably 2 or 3 more hits, we're just about there. That's pretty close. It needs like, maybe, I'll show you guys real quick. That is pretty close. So we need probably maybe 3 or 4 more hits, really smack it pretty good, but we're just about there. Okay, after lots of heating and smacking, I think we're finally there. So check it out. Once I push this in, look at that. Pretty much as close as we're gonna get it. Remember the tabs here actually on this side on the bumper that actually lock into here are actually broken, so it only holds on over here and in the front. But honestly, that's not bad. Gonna throw a headlight back in, put it all back together, and see how she looks. Well, one, I'm pleased with how nice that came out, but two, I have just about all of the bolts back into the bumper, and I realized I'm missing my headlight, and I can't put that in without this being off. So now everything I just put in has to come back off and pretty much start over. Gotta love Mark IVs. Aha, now we're making progress. Look at that. And it was so much easier to put this back in because now the fender has plenty of room and it actually fits in where it's supposed to. Before I had to like bend it out of there and like squeeze it past this. Much better. That looks much better. Nice and lined up. Now I will say there is a bit more of a gap towards the top side than as you see on the driver's side here. Reason being, I think it's because if you look at this one, this fender is straight down at 90 right here. This one over here actually slants that way, which is why there's also a gap there. But I think for now, at least having that section line up better than it did is much better. I'd have to like try and heat up this entire thing and push just the top half in. It's probably gonna move the bottom half. Way too much stuff to do. But for now, that looks a million times better. Like so much better. And actually lined up like pretty good. Not bad. Not bad. I've been neglecting doing this, but I think I finally should. I'm gonna pull the plate holder off, recenter it properly, and put it back on. It's not terribly off, but if you look over here, there's a clean line of where it should go, and they're way over on this side, and there's a gap on that side, so we'll fix that. I mean, look at this. They didn't even use the same. There's an entire grid of spots to use. They used that one there, and then they used the corner up there. Like, why would you not use the same? We'll fix it. It's fine. All right, come here. Let's get you fixed up here. There she goes. Wow, there's been a lot of holes in this bumper. Look at this. Look at this. There's been a whole bunch of holes. There's one there, one there, one. There's three right there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's been 10 different holes in this bumper. A little unnecessary, I think. We 100% will not be drilling holes like this into Miley's bumper. It's not happening. I'm gonna use double-sided tape or a magnet or anything else, but this will not be happening. Sorry, bumper. It's for your own good. All right, there's one side. I'll do one more over here. That's better. Nice and even on both sides. Now we're good to go. All right, we got a nice centered plate now. We have a nice matching fender now. Well, not matching, but it's lined up. Looking pretty good. The rain's also here, and this rain is freezing. It's so cold. I gotta say, I'm really curious to see how the winter time in this part of Germany actually is. Most people around here say it doesn't snow very much or even like that long, so I'm curious to see. Now, I've been from Florida my entire life, obviously, but I had family in Canada. We go there every winter, and I had family in Colorado, so I know what it's like to see extremely cold weather, to be snowed in, to have like 2 feet of snow out there. I mean, I've experienced plenty of really cold weather. I'm just curious to see how it is actually here, having to actually live in the snow. But with that, I think little Gracie here is officially ready to be sold. The Savoy comes home in, I think, what, 3 days now, which is crazy. Hopefully no one else has been on my car. I doubt they have, but this has been a good little daily. Picked up for $350. She's been a great car. We did all the fixing stuff on the car, made it look better. We've gone all the way to Belgium in this car. We've had no real issues besides, I mean, obviously no AC, and then little crank sensor problem, but that was all short-lived stuff. This has been a pretty good car. A pretty good car. Doesn't look half bad. The green's cool. Having both rave green and cosmic green has been pretty cool, but she'll make a good car for somebody else. Gonna end it off here. A bit of a short video today, but I want to get out here real quick. Just fix those last little few things in the car, get it ready to sell. Tomorrow we head to the junkyard real quick. Just check the books, make sure no one else has been on my car. Like I said, I doubt they have, but we want to make sure. And then Wednesday we bring home the Savoy. I am so excited, and at this point we're under a month away from Miley being here. It's super exciting. We're so close. We are so close. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, don't forget, be thankful for today. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.